Thank you very much.
The theme of women originated from my album, which is called Girl, in all capital letters. And it was that came to me when I was offered the opportunity by Columbia to make an album. And they asked me to make an album. I instantly knew that I wanted to just say thank you from A to Z, you know, for the full spectrum of my affinity for a demographic that had been giving and just always being by my side for over 20 years. That was the women. And I'm just so humbled that they have lifted me to this place. And so I just wanted to write an open letter, you know. That's basically what the album is. Is it perfect? No. There's definitely flaws in there because I'm a man. The show's attempt was to just bring together many different facets and many different expressions of what these artists feel about women. But the idea was to sort of like create this like artistic tapestry, experiential tapestry, you know, where like you walk into a place and you see this common theme, but there are many different hues. And I feel like the artists that were chosen and the eclectic choices just sort of reflect that. I think we achieved it. And I'm humbled to just be a part of it, you know. When the opportunity first came up and Emmanuel offered it to me, I was like, wow, okay, cool, another day at class, because I get to learn some more, you know, artists that I'm friendly with, artists that I had heard of, and then new artists that I'd never met before. So it's a really cool thing. Part of it is a little weird when you see your own image in some of it, but it's humbling to see the various perspective, you know, the way that they would frame the different works. It's definitely a different feeling. I haven't found the right word for it yet.
It's different. It definitely is. Or, you know, to see the Napoleon, to see the relic standing, like the monoliths sort of standing out of the ground like that with the comet and the pyramid, which I love the pyramids.
The paintings of Laurent Grasso was really brainstorming with Pharrell. It was a real collaborative works, and this works will be the single for one of your songs.
Yeah, Lost Queen.
Lost Queen, yes. With that, you know, maybe it's a representation of Pharrell, but is it in a very connected to Girl album?
I was just speaking about the genius of Daniel's work, but I have to say, standing next to it, I experienced the ultimate seed in that piece of work, because of the process. You know, you're standing there, and we live through our senses, and we take our senses for granted. But when they're taken from you momentarily, it becomes spiritual. You start to think about things differently. So you no longer have your eyes. You have your ears, but they're muffled. You can't move your limbs. You can't move your legs. You know, you're sitting still for like an hour, hour and a half. And the only sense that you now have is through a straw. So now you're starting to see through your breath in a way. Feeling-wise, you're starting to hear through your breath because it's your only connection to life. Everything else has been muted. So that was like a spiritual thing that took me to a place, a stillness that made me appreciate breath. And then I come here and I look downstairs and I see something that looks a lot like me, that came from that same spiritual stillness that's still in that fixed place. That was like surreal for me. That was crazy. Hip hop is the reason why I'm here, you know, and essentially music, you know. Music has been like the skeleton key to every door that I've ever walked through since I started music, including this one. Jeff Koons said to me in an interview, I interviewed him. He said to me, he said, the art is only the beginning. The real art is people's interaction with a piece. So, you know, if you think about it, it's like a big mosaic. My song is just one piece. The rest of the picture is all of the human activity that came after the song.